Three announcements. Storage Auction Boot Camp kicks off Monday. It's a little different, way different. This one includes personal consultation, and it's going to be a video-driven tutorial educational course. Just letting you know. Also, if you're not that deep and you want to get in the game, you can get Pimping Craigslist, Storage Auctions 101, The Ultimate Garage Sale, the new Storage Auction Buyer's Guide on Kindle, and all the other books plus one more on Amazon or my blog. And also, if you were one of those people that got one of those free downloads, I would really appreciate if you go ahead and grab a copy of The Porn It's Always in the DVD player. It is appropriately priced for folks that are looking for an economic deal, i.e. it's cheap as hell. All right, and now let's talk about storage auction opportunity cost. One of the things that really just stands out to me is how many people want to get into the storage auction business with really no risk, no skin in the game, and no real bad outcomes, because any of those things happen, a little skin in the thing, you get like a little nick, or hey, you may get cut. There's a problem. The reality is, just like any other business, there's a certain opportunity costs that are inherent with storage auctions. What are those costs? Number one, your biggest one is time. Many people think, oh, it's the money. Money plays a huge role, but time is the most significant opportunity cost of the storage auction game. Because if you're going to do it properly, you have to invest time in data collection. You have to invest time in your infrastructure, and you have to invest time in your business. And that's where the problem comes in, because I was really looking at the 4-Hour Work Week, and I understand why that book is selling like that. I understand, because it's very seductive. Hey, I work 4 hours a week, I make a lot of money. 99.82% of the time, it's a pipe dream. I know people who are in great positions, but I don't know anyone that got where they are now without a lot of time invested in their business. You always hear about, hey, someone came up with something, they made $1 million in 3 months. And the reason those stories are so seductive is because they're so rare. They're just so rare. In the storage auction business, if you want to be a success, you're going to have to invest some time. Now, the bad news is that's never going to change. Nope. The good news is people are starting to come out of the business. The shows are losing some of their luster. That shine is getting a little dull, and people are calling bullshit, because it's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. But if you want to get in the business, here's a few tips. Before you even go out to an auction, you need to ask yourself, is this something I want to do? Because it's not easy. That's the thing. People's like, hey, it looks easy on television. Everyone's clean. It can't be that bad. I have cleaned out units and come out of the unit looking like a freaking chia pet with the dust, the grime, the spider webs and stuff on me. I mean, seriously. It was one of the worst units I've ever cleaned out. Made a lot of money, but oh my God, it was just like, you really? Because it had been stored 8 years. It was just some nasty, nasty stuff in there. But you have to really, really do the gut check, because the thing is, I want you to look at the storage auction business, if you've never done anything like it, as you're out of shape and you're going to try to run a 4-minute mile. Yeah, when you put in those terms, it's like, that doesn't make any sense. I will have to train and work out, and same principle. If you've never done it before, that's the reason it's going to be super, super hard, because you are not prepared for it. And that's the problem. Because one of the things is, I've kind of changed the course of this channel and brought the blog back. And I'm just dealing with people who are serious. That's the reality, because I have looked back, and this is my 3rd year on YouTube. And I look back and I look at some of the folks who kind of jumped on in 2009, and I look at the folks who stayed, and I look at the folks who went away. I have several success stories of people, you know, going from nothing to owning their own stores to, hey, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got myself, nice me money. I've got one lady, husband works. She does a combination of picking and storage auctions. She makes about 1,500, 2,000 a month, and it's just, for her to do the things she wants to do with her kids. I'm like, so there's a lot of ways you can work this, but the thing is, it took her 2 years to get to that point. And that's another huge opportunity cost. If you want a solid, consistent storage auction business, you're looking at 2 to 3 years from wherever you start with the plan for growth. You're looking at that. And that is the thing that throws people. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. If I can't get this done in a few months, what's the purpose in doing it? Well, fool, the purpose is called building something, developing skill sets, actually moving forward. Let's get rid of the instant gratification, namby-pamby bullshit. That is one of the biggest things that's killing many of you out there that want to get into business. You're looking to come on so quick, make the big money, get the big hit within a matter of weeks or months, when it doesn't work like that, homie. It doesn't. Nothing in life does. I want you to really sit around and look around your room, look around your house, whatever, and everything in there that you truly value. How many of those things did you get just like that? How many of those things came in there? How many of your friendships, relationships, the things you truly value in life, how many of those things came instantly? I'll play the Jeopardy music. Doom, 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 doom. None? Hey, I'm not surprised. This is deeper than just, going out to auctions or picking and everything. It's a commitment. It's a mindset. And one of the things that you really going to have to get straight before you step on the auction trail, before you go out there picking, is your commitment level. Are you committed to success? Or are you committed to bullshit? I mean, seriously. I have seen people that I thought were not going to make it because the way they started, it looked like a complete disaster. They were just doing everything wrong. But they stuck with it. And every last one of those people is doing pretty well right now. I mean, seriously, I've got people who came from nothing. I'm talking no money, no car, living at home with their parents, unemployed, and they're making it. Are these people rich and driving a Ferrari? No. But are they putting food in their mouths every day? Yes. To me, that's very important and something worthy of being proud of, because that is the slice of life. Because if you haven't paid attention, unemployment is creeping back up. This is my thought process on that. I think the recession never ended. I think we're in this serious period where things are just going to be bluff for a long period of time. And those who cannot learn, unlearn, learn, unlearn, you're in trouble. We're in a different kind of economy. There's no old school housing, gas, tech bubble. I mean, the biggest thing that's on the horizon is cloud computing, and Google got a lock on that. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to get a piece of that action, but that's the biggest tech thing I see, because everything's gonna be in the cloud. You know, look at what's the stuff you listen to, Pandora, apps you use. They're not stored natively on your computer. They're up in the cloud, and that's going to be huge. It's going to be crazy what's in the cloud. So if you want to do something technical, you may want to head that way. But if you're not going to do anything technical and you're going to stay in the storage auction game, develop your business plan, develop a plan of action, and stop bullshitting. Either you're going to be in or you're out. Because one of the reasons I'm doing this video, I get people that will ask me 18 questions from Sunday, and I've been doing this long enough to know that these are, can you assure me that I am going to be successful? That's what they want. And I'm going to look right here in the camera. No, I can't assure you. I can't. No, I can't make you that promise. I can't hold your hand. I can't tell you it's going to be okay and that everything's going to be fine once the sun comes back out. No, I can't. That's your job. You need to develop some confidence, some faith in yourself. I can't do it for you. That is on you. So once you make that commitment and once you really, really, really decide to be successful, you're going to notice a few changes. Things are going to start going more often in your favor than not. You're actually going to start feeling good about yourself. You may be tired, you may be weary, you don't even want to take a day off, but you just like want to do it. Even on your darkest, tiredest day, you still want to push forward. At that point, you know you're heading in the right direction. And understand, failure is not the end. It is just a step. It's just a leg in the journey. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do this stuff. But that's kind of what's the deal that's going on with storage auctions in terms of opportunity cost. Because once this mania, whatever, dies down, and it's dying down because I'm looking at the shows and I'll share some with you in a minute about that. And I've noticed that they're becoming more and more outrageous. And there's a reason they're becoming more and more outrageous because ratings are slipping. Ratings are slipping because, it's no longer a shiny object. People are like, hey, there's a new shiny object. And this time next year, you're going to be able to score. You're going to be able to score cheap because with the economy going, well, I can't say going in the toilet. It never really came out of the toilet. People are going to continue to look for quick, easy, fast solutions to complicated problems that took a long time to develop. As long as you have that type of thinking, and I didn't say this, but I remember you can't solve problems with the level of thinking that created those problems. And we have a lot of people that are going to do that. They're going to continue to do that. They're going to continue to look for the quick fix. They're going to continue to look for the easy way out. But if you are smart, you're going to start working on something and you're going to keep working on it until you finish it from start to completion. And even if it doesn't work out, you're going to gain some skill sets. And also the biggest one is discipline. That's one of the things that I see that kills people. No discipline. It's like, hey, I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. Doesn't work. Doesn't really work. So once you do that, then you got a shot because this is my prediction for the next 5 years for the storage auction business. Mom and pops are going to struggle because there's more competition. It's never going to go back to the way it was when I was in the business. Not going to happen. But this thing that is going to happen for people with a plan that actually know what to expect, that know how to set themselves up for the season, they're going to have a thriving, growing business because the economy is not going to get any better. It's not. And I did research maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and some of the businesses that do well in a recession, a depression, are schools and resale shops, used shops, discount stores. Wells Fargo became the largest bank in America during the Great Depression because they were buying up all these other failed institutions for less than pennies on the dollar. I'm talking about, hay pennies, and that's coming back because I just think, just look what's happening. Just look what's happening with the economy, and this whole thing, like we're back on that little bounce where gold and silver took a hit. But if you notice, gas is going back up. Gold, it's going to be a time to buy gold. I guess, if you're going to do that thing, the silver and the gold, hey, start stacking. The opportunity is going to pop back up because everyone kind of went, yeah, it's getting better. No, it's not getting better. It's not. And there, within that snoozing is opportunities because if you don't want to do storage auctions, figure out something that can help people during a hard economic time, and you'll be able to make money because this is not going to get better anytime soon. It's just not. It's going to kind of be like when I was a kid. Things just kind of went on for years and years and years. There wasn't like this bam, big change. That's where we are economically. It's going to be slow, steady. And if you want to make money and you want to get ahead, you're going to have to be in the appropriate field or you're going to have to start a business. Those are your two choices. There is no, or you may be a combination there of both because there will not be a middle ground. Nope. Middle class is just getting stabbed all upside the head, stabbed in the neck, and bleeding all over the concrete, and people are just walking by. So, you've got a choice. You could stay there and be the next stab victim, or get your act together and come on up to a different level. All right, this is Glendon with Making Money with Storage Unit Auctions.